Hey, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Today I'm going to make a tiny bouquet. So it kind of look like one flower. I'm going to use because it's going to be for my amigurumi. So the flower has to be small. So I'm using 3-ply yarn, cotton yarn, and I'm also using 2mm hook. So with this hook and this smaller yarn, flower will come out smaller. So a tiny flower, we should start by making a magic ring. And I'm gonna make 5 single crochet into the ring. 5 because of flowers is gonna have 5 petals. So we have 5 here. I'm gonna pull. So now I'm gonna work on the front loop, only the front loop. I'm going to do a slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 4. Sorry, I'm going to chain 3 first. Next one I'm going to chain 4. Here I'm going to chain 3, and I'm going to do slip stitch on the second stitch from the hook onwards. I'm going to do slip stitch, so there will be 2 slip stitch. Okay, then I'm going to go to the next front loop and do a slip stitch. I'm gonna chain 3 again, second chain from the hook. I'm gonna do slip stitch, and I'm going to go to the third one and do a slip stitch. So one glance, it kind of look like a star. Remember here we just slip stitch downwards down the chain 3 line, the whole chain. Okay, then we go to the next one, the front loop only. We slip stitch. So here we got 3, we make one more 4, and that's 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I go to the second one from the hook, slip stitch, slip stitch, and here you go to the front loop and slip stitch. So once you use the front loop, the petal will kind of fold inwards. Okay, this is the 5th petal. So since we did it on the front loop, it's gonna fold inwards like this. This is just some random flower. I do not have a name for this flower. Okay, now we did on the front loop. So on the back loop, we do the same thing. We slip stitch, but this time we're gonna chain 4. Just now we chain 3, now we chain 4. And this time we're not going to do slip stitch, we're going to do single crochet. So that means the whole stretch down, you're gonna do 3 single crochet. Because you chain 4, so you have second from hook. So when you work downwards, you will have 3 single crochet. So now you go to the next back loop and slip stitch. Chain 4, second from hook, do single crochet. All in, you're gonna get 5 petals. Let's say I'm gonna have 5 small petals and I'm gonna have 5 big petals. So I come back to you once I've completed the 5 big petals. Okay, I've come to the last stitch. So I'm gonna have 5 petals at the back and 5 in front. So here I'm gonna cut my yarn. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it long because I'm gonna sew it onto my amigurumi. Okay, once you have the flower like this, you can either leave it open like this, or I prefer to shut it up like this because it's gonna be a bouquet. Oh yeah, I forgot to pull this yarn over. I'll get a needle to bring this yarn to the back, right to the middle part where the magic ring starts. Okay, this magic ring tail, you can leave it like that. And if you can find something like this is kind of like lace thing, or you can get some ribbons, any leftovers. So I'll fold it. It doesn't really matter if you didn't cut it properly, because I think once you cut it uneven, it's even better. They look even nicer. Okay, something like this at the back of the flower. I'm gonna tie this here. Tie it right at the back of the flower. Tie a knot. Make sure it's tight enough. Tie it twice to make sure it's locked. And then here, because you can actually open it up like a bouquet. Now I have a mini bouquet. Here you can actually leave it like this, or if you want, you can cut it and then you can shape it nicely. And this long tail, you sew this on to the hand of your amigurumi. So this is it. This is my tiny bouquet. I will shape it nicely before I sew it onto the amigurumi so that it look more like a bouquet. And I want my flower to close up like this to look more like a bouquet instead of just one tiny flower. Now it looks more like a bouquet. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next post to find out this belongs to whose wedding.